All right, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
All right, we GMS Louisiana Saints, all right, of the branch of Lafayette. All right, but before we get started, we're going to face the east, and we're going to give all honor and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaRukakodash.
All right, double honors to our elders and apostles, the great millstone. Salutations and blessings to you, Akim, that's pushing this truth and sincerity to the four corners of the world. All right, and today we're going to get into Isaiah, the 13th chapter, and we're going to break it down, all right, and, through the Spirit. It's speaking about things that are, currently happening and things to come as well, So we're going to go through the scriptures, probably hit on a few points of things that's going on and the things that are to come through the Spirit. And Lord willing, it'll be edifying, to whoever that may be listening. All right?
All right. This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 1. The burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amoz did see. Okay, verse 2. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice of them, shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the nobles.
That's right, man. So it says lift up the banner. All right, and the banner is speaking about the scriptures, man, the Bible. All right, and the Bible, all right, is Yahweh Shai, man. All right, Yahweh Shai is the word, man. So when we speak these words and speaking these prophecies, we're speaking of Yahweh Shai, man. All right.
And then go in this verse, it goes into exalt the voice of them.
Yeah.
Okay, shake the hand. Shaking the hand, basically, meaning to rebuke.
Yeah.
Rebuke Babylon. Just as when you watch the apostles and different brothers, for example, right, on their videos, anytime that they're getting on somebody or they're cursing somebody out or cursing out Esau, they shake their hand.
Right.
They start pointing. They start
Yeah.
going like this. Showing that, hey, I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
Everything that I'm saying is directed towards you. Okay. Yeah. And then, all right, at the latter part of verse 2, it says that they may go into the gates of the nobles. Okay, because this word has ultimately reached up to up to Esau's heavens. Up to his the elites.
High council.
Right, his high councils.
Supreme courts.
Yep.
All right, his judges, all these people.
Yep.
All right, it's reached to the FBI. All right, all these people like that, man, that they're paying a very close attention to the men of the Lord, man.
Yes.
All right, especially speaking about the destruction, speaking about them going into chains and shackles. All right, they're definitely listening to us, man. They're going to eventually label us as terrorists, man.
Yeah.
All right.
And that's why you got Esau's in his councils, are now spending billions upon billions of dollars to fight what they call misinformation.
That's right.
And seed theories and things like that, because ultimately, this word has gone up to their elites, and as the scripture that I'm about to read, okay, to link up with Isaiah 13 and 2 real quick. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 43. It says, the king of Babylon, all right, which is the same Babylon that we're reading of in this chapter, all right, the modern day Babylon, which is America, all right, Jeremiah 50 and 43, the king of Babylon hath heard the reports of them. The reports of them. Who's it them? The prophets. All right, the prophets that will, and the apostles that will be in this modern day Babylon in these latter days. And when you go into that word report in the Hebrew, it basically means, news. Okay, news, in the news. Okay, it says, the king of Babylon hath heard the reports of them, and his hands waxed feeble. Okay, anguish took hold of him, and pangs as of a woman in travail. So because of this word, because of this report that we're preaching, all right, all throughout Babylon and across the four corners of the earth, all right, the king of Babylon, all right, Esau, Edom, okay, his hands are waxing feeble. He's getting, weaker and weaker and more afraid of this new song that we're preaching. Okay.
Yeah.
This song has reached up to the nobles, the gates of the nobles. All right.
I got one real quick, because just as the brother said, just as we're shaking the hand at the heathen and telling them of his judgment, we're also, lifting up the banner, telling our people their judgment if they don't come back, and that this word may wash them, man, cleanse them of their ways, man. All right. This is John chapter 3, verse 12. It says, if I have told you earthly things, and ye believe not. How should ye believe if I tell you of heavenly things? And no man have ascended up into heaven, but he that came down from heaven, even the Son of Man which is in heaven. And Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness, even so much the Son of Man be lifted up, that whatsoever believeth in him should not perish, all right, but have eternal life. So as Moses was lifted up, or said as a prophet to our people, all right, to what, take them out of that mindset of being Egyptians, man, those philosophies and those different doctrines that they pushed on our people, man. Moses washed our people with the word, man, all right, lifting up that serpent off of them, and what, lifting and putting Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, within their minds, man, cleansing them. All right, but that it says, but whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life, man. Because when you come into the truth, man, you have everlasting life, as the topic that we went into yesterday, Yep. But you can continue on out if you have a precept.
All right, this back in Isaiah chapter 13, I'm gonna read 2 again. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them. Shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the nobles. Verse 3. I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones for mine anger, even them that rejoice in my highness.
That's right, man. So the Lord has, read it one more time out, Shalakia.
God.
Forgive me.
Isaiah 13, verse 3. I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones for mine anger, even them that rejoice in my highness.
That's right. So the Lord has called, the Lord has put his prophets out there to, preach the word, which is his sanctified ones, man. The ones that's telling you, of all the things that are going on within the world, man. All right. And the mighty ones are the angels, man. The angels that are protecting the elect, all right, while they preach, man, from, the fiery darts of the devil, man. The different, things that he tries to put out there, to make us fall, man. All right. But the angels, the scriptures say that they that be with us is greater than they that be with them, roughly paraphrasing, man. All right. All right.
Matter of fact, you got it out.
All right. I got one real quick. All right, let's see. Shall I get that one? Galatians.
Matter of fact, I got a quick one real quick. Proving that the sanctified ones are talking about the elect, right? This is Ephesians 5. I'm starting at verse 25. It says, husbands, love your wives, even as Mashiach also loved the church, and gave himself for it, that he might sanctify and cleanse it. All right, the it being what? The church. And who makes up the church? All right, the ones that were called out. And who are the ones that were called out and ultimately chosen? The elect.
Yep.
It says that he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word. The washing of water by the word, the true baptism. See the elect, which makes up the church. Okay, which that church starts with the house of David. Okay, starting with the rock that the Lord built his church upon, which is Peter. Okay, which through the Spirit we know is King David, if you can receive it in the Spirit. Okay, King David represents the head or the beginning of the elect under Yahushua. Okay, and Lord willing, we be at that number. We were sanctified by the word as well as the blood of Yahushua. Okay, the sanctified ones. You got it up.
Okay, this is a quick one backing you up. This is John. This is John 17:17. Sanctify them through thy truth. Thy word is truth. It says, as thou hast sent me unto the world, even so have I also sent them into the world. It says, for their sake, I sanctify myself, that they also might be sanctified through truth, man. So the sanctified ones are the one who have the truth. All right, the Lord has purified our minds, man. All right, from the ways of the world. All right. All right.
All right. Isaiah 13, verse 3 again. I have commanded my sanctified ones, all right, the elect. I have also called my mighty ones for mine anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. Okay, and the mighty ones in this verse is not talking about the elect, but rather it's talking about the angels in the heavens. Okay, because we as the hopeful elect, we don't have any might in this society.
Sure
This
don't.
current we sure don't, like the brother just said.
Yep.
We don't have any power or strength in his current captivity. Other than in his spirit, that is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to speak?
I mean, like the brother said, we don't have any might, man. Like, we've been made little lower than the angel, man.
Yeah.
But we eventually gonna get that power back if we those the men, But as for right now, we're just enduring in this flesh.
Yeah. God. And even the Lord in the book of Isaiah, he referred to us as worms. So we're nothing
defenseless.
but defenseless. Right. We're nothing but worms in this society. Okay, now real quick, this is a precept to prove that the mighty ones is talking about the angels, right?
That's right.
This is Revelation chapter 10, verse 1. And I saw another mighty angel, all right, another mighty angel come down from heaven, clothed with a cloud, okay, a chariot basically, clothed with a cloud, and a rainbow was upon his head, and his face was as it were the sun, and his feet as pillars of fire. The Apostle John, basically giving a description of the angels in their glorious, magnificent state. Clothed with a cloud, a chariot. Okay, their heads was as a rainbow, and their face was as it were the sun. Meaning what? The angels had a shine to them. They had a glow to them. Okay, and their feet as pillars of fire. They had mighty, swift. Okay, glorious, feet for them to maneuver around. Okay, in and out of realms between the earthly realm and the spiritual realm, and vice versa. Okay, and so on and so forth. But those mighty ones in Isaiah 13:3 is talking about the angels. All right, and it's the Lord is going to use the angels, starting with this top angel Yahushua, okay, to render forth his anger upon the earth. Okay, primarily Babylon the Great. You got it, right?
You can continue on in that.
All right. So verse 4, Isaiah 13:4, the noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustereth the host of the battle.
That's right. The Lord mustereth the host of the battle, man. So as you see right now, what's going on with current events, you have You have Gog and Magog, man, which is Russia. You also have China. You also have North Korea. You have all these nations which are ultimately bucking up against America, man. All right, which is going to lead to what? Them eventually going into World War III. And it says, where is it right here? It says, verse 4. It says, he mustered the host, man. So he's egging on, man. Just like you watch a UFC fight, you have everybody cheering. You know what I'm saying? Everybody cheering for whoever they may be cheering for. That's what the Lord is doing, man, out here spiritually with these different nations,
Yeah.
Matter of fact, let me get this. Ezekiel 38. All right, this is Ezekiel 38:4. It says, I will turn back the hook, Shalakia. I will turn thee back and put hooks into the jaws, and I will bring thee forth in all thy armies, horses and horsemen, all them clothed with all sorts of armory, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords, man. So this is the Lord, gathering up these different nations, to fight, ultimately against America, Babylon. All right. That's pretty much the point, man. Well, really, I should have started at 3. All right. It says, thus saith the Lord. I'm going to start at 3, Shalakia. It says, thus saith the Lord, God, behold, I am against thee, O Gog and the prince of Meshach and Tubal, because the Lord is pretty much against them as well, because they're heathen nations, man. All right, they're Edomites, man. They're just a different breed of Edomites, man. All right, so the Lord is against them as well. It says, I will turn thee back and put hooks into their jaws, and I will bring thee forth, and all thy armies and horse and horsemen, and all them that clothed with all sorts of armor, and a great company with buckler and shield, all of them handling swords, man. So the Lord is, as it says, man, provoking that fight, man, showing off their military might, man, as a superpower, which is not only economics, but their military as well, man. You know, those ICBM missiles, really, you know.
I got a precept. All right, this is Jeremiah, back in Jeremiah chapter 50. All right, this time I'm going to start from verse 40. All right, Jeremiah 50, verse 40. As Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighbor cities thereof, saith the Lord. And of course, we all know how Sodom and Gomorrah went out by fire and brimstone, all right, shot down from the Lord from the heavens. Okay, and now in today's day, okay, that fire and brimstone, so to speak, that the Lord is going to destroy America with, is going to be those ICBM nuclear missiles, okay, hypersonic missiles. All right. So it says, Jeremiah 50, verse 40, as Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighbor cities thereof, saith the Lord, so shall no man abide there, neither shall any son of man dwell therein. Verse 41, behold, a people come from the north. All right, a people come from the north. All right, where is Russia located? In the north, the northeast of the globe. Okay, it says, behold, a people shall come from the north, and a great nation, all right, and many kings shall be raised up from the coast of the earth. So not only is the Lord raising up Russia, okay, but he's also raising up the different kings, all right, the different nations from throughout all the coast of the earth. You know, countries like Iran, all right, Syria, Turkey, India, Pakistan, all right, China, North Korea, and so on and so forth. You know, the Lord is raising up all those nations to, use them to bring judgment upon Babylon, all right, Babylon the Great. It says, verse 42, they shall hold the bow and the lance, okay, which is talking about what? The missiles. It says, they are cruel and will not shew mercy. Ooh, hey, so that, these nations are not going to show Babylon, America, any mercy, because the Lord is not going to show America any mercy. You know, the Lord is going to put his spirit into these nations, okay, via their weapons, to use them to destroy this land. It says, they are cruel and will not show mercy. Their voice shall roar like the sea, and they shall ride upon horses, every one put in array, like a man to the battle against thee, O daughter of Babylon. Whew. Hey, so the Lord's doing all these things, okay, against the daughter of Babylon, all right, which is who? Esau, Edom. Pursuant to Psalms the 137th chapter. First links Esau, Edom with Babylon. Okay, that's pretty much it on that.
All right, continue on up.
All right, so Isaiah 13, verse 5, they come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord, and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land.
That's right, and that's talking about those ICBM missiles, man. All right, because they're gonna destroy, America, for just as the brother brought out, just as the Lord destroyed, Sodom and Gomorrah, man. So America has the same type of judgment as Sodom and Gomorrah, as far as being destroyed by fire, man.
And this also proves that the Babylon that we're reading in this chapter is not talking about, the actual ancient Babylon, all right, because the whole land of Babylon was not destroyed back in the ancient world by the Medes, by Darius. Clearly the land that where Babylon was once ruling out of, which is modern day Iraq, clearly we see that land is still inhabited to this very day. And it wasn't destroyed by fire. So this is talking about a future prophecy in this chapter. Okay, you had a preach about?
Let's see. Just a quick one. This is Isaiah 54 and 16. It says, "Behold, I've created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy," man. All right, so the smith is referring to your modern day scientists that comes up with these different they come up with these different type of scientific experiments to make these bombs to explode the way they explode with that much force and damage, man. All right, which can only come on from up on high, man. All right, because the Heavenly Father has given them that technology and given them that knowledge, to be able to do that for the day of destruction. All right, and it says, Shalakia, it says, "And bring forth the instrument for his work," which is those nukes, "and I have created the waster to destroy," man. All right, and you have, like I said, you have North Korea, you have Venezuela, you have Cuba, you have Russia, you have all of these different nations that have nuclear capabilities, man, that can destroy, man. All right, and ultimately the EU, man, that America is partnered with, they're going to hate the whore, man. All right, and going on, and I wouldn't be surprised if the things that's brewing on out there with the Nord Stream, that America be found guilty, and what all those nations hate her, man. Yeah. All right, so this is a part of prophecy, that's going on right now. You have it up.
All right. Verse 6, Isaiah 13, verse 6, it says, Howl ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand, and shall come as a destruction from the Almighty.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. So, hey, the one whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, he's not coming back to, to pass out flowers and candy, okay, give people hugs and all these different things. No, he's coming back to destroy.
Yeah, man.
As it says in Revelation, the 19th chapter, in righteousness he doth judge and make war. So, hey, Yahweh Shai and the angels are coming back to make war with the powers that be in this world. All right, these heathen nations and their militaries.
Yeah.
Okay, verse 7. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt.
That's right, man. So every man's hand shall be faint, man. And these people are scared, man, to go to war as of right now, man. And the Lord ain't even returned yet. You have Russia that's speaking about doing a draft. I don't know if they already started yet or they're in the process of starting.
Yeah.
All right, but a lot of those young men out there, man, you see videos where this guy, man, he put his arm out there. He had a friend, had a sledgehammer and slammed on his arm just so he can't go to war, man.
Yeah.
So, man, these people's hands are feeble right now, man, So, when the Lord comes back, man, he's going to be, that force, man. But the Lord's going to put the spirit on them to want to battle with the Lord, man. All right?
God. I got a quick precept to back up verse 7. I'm going to read verse 7 again. Isaiah 13, verse 7. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. Okay? This is the book of Luke, chapter 21. This is Yahweh Shai speaking. All right, Luke 21 and verse 26, it says, men's hearts failing them, all right, melting, as it's just read in Isaiah 13, men's hearts failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. And what are the things that's going to get ready to come upon the earth? All right, we know, of course, judgment, famine and things like that, but ultimately those nuclear missiles, okay, and when are the people of this society, the men, the women, as well as the children of the society that are not part of the elect, when they're going to see all those missiles, getting ready to come slam down upon them, all right, from the heavens, okay, their hearts are going to melt, their hearts are going to be in fear. You're going to have people, catching heart attacks, and dropping dead.
Yeah.
Okay, before those missiles land. Okay, people are going to be in fear.
Yeah.
All right. It says, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Okay, the powers of heaven, talking about what? These different governments are structures of the world, of these heathen nations. The Lord is going to shake them up via those missiles, as well as the fire that's going to be shot down from the chariots. You know. So, hey, regardless, hey, when the Lord brings that destruction, okay, people are going to be scared shitless.
Yeah.
Their own hearts are going to be melting within themselves.
Literally.
Yeah. All right. So, Isaiah 13, verse 8, and they shall be afraid, pangs and sorrows shall take hold of them. All right. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames.
Yeah, I got one out for you real quick.
Uh,
This is Second Esdras, because it said as a woman that travaileth, right? So these are how the plagues are going to plague the earth, man. It says, Second Esdras 16 and 37, it says, behold, the plagues draw nigh, and are not slack. It says, as when a woman with child in her 9th month bring forth her son, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth great pains can pass her womb, which pains where the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. It says, even so shall the plagues shall not be slack, all right, to come upon earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come. Sorrow shall come upon it on every side. So the plagues it's continuously gonna be hard, all right, for a whole lot of people out here, because in their mind, as of right now, things they elevate, then they go down, they elevate, then they go down. But when those plagues start rolling out, and the Lord has sealed the elect, all right, these plagues aren't gonna they ain't gonna slack down, man. All right, that's gonna cause people's hearts to fail, as the brother brought out. People killing themselves, people dropping dead of heart attacks. Or how they gonna feed their babies? Shit, they're gonna eat their babies at that too. The scriptures speak about cannibalism, and so yeah, man, the plagues are gonna be not slack, man. All right, because it's gonna be appointed for that time, man. All right, you have it up.
all right. Isaiah 13, verse 9, behold, the day of the Lord cometh. Hey, and you remember what I said before we started the camera, right? About the 6th or 7th verse. We'll probably be about a half an hour into the lesson. Yeah, God.
Yeah.
Hey, God. We're not even halfway into the lesson, and it's almost been a half an hour.
Yeah.
But hey, Isaiah 13, verse 9, behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate. He shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it.
So the Lord's going to destroy the sinners of our people, all right? And, the other nations, man, all right, for having a hand in making us, progressively go off, man, all right, by the things and the things that they push out on our people, man, the way that they brainwash our people, all right?
I got a quick precept for that verse 9.
All right.
Because in verse 9 it talks about how the day of the Lord is going to be cruel with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land of Babylon desolate, right?
Yep.
And the Lord is going to destroy the sinners out of it,
Yep.
right? This is the book of Amos, chapter 9, verse 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord power are upon the sinful kingdom. Okay, and what is the sinful kingdom? Babylon the Great. And what are the eyes of the Lord that the Lord has set on Babylon? Are the angels via the chariots? When you go into it, out of all the countries in the world right now, America is the number one country that sees the most so-called UFO sightings. Okay, showing you that the Lord has his eyes all over this place. Okay, seeing all the wickedness that's being done in this place. Okay, and the angels are reporting all of this wickedness back to the Lord. Okay, as a witness to testify against this place, to justify destroying this place. But it says, Amos 9 and 8, behold, the eyes of the Lord power are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord. Okay? You want to speak up? All right. Now I'm gonna jump down to verse 10. All right, because at the latter part of Isaiah 13 and 9, the Lord said, He shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. Right? Well, who are the main sinners that the Lord is going to destroy out of this place, America? This Amos 9 verse 10. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword.
That's right.
Which say, the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us.
That's right, man, because this is who the word is for. And that's who the commandments, the law, statutes, and commandments was given to Israel, man.
Yep.
All right, so that's the reason why the Lord said what he said, man. All right? It wasn't given it to anybody else. All right, you got it out.
God. It's pretty much the point.
Yep.
All right. So back in Isaiah 13, verse 10, for the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine.
That's right, man.
All right.
It's talking about this place being utter darkness, man. All right, by way of those missiles, man. Not only to mention that, but the fire, because the scriptures say, what if the world be already, roughly paraphrasing, come to send fire? What if the world already be on fire, man? All right, already be kindled, man. All right, so you have all of these refineries, you have all of these plants out here, different things like that. These places are going to be engulfed in flames, man. All right, they're going to be catching everything else on fire out here. These trees, this land, everything, man. All right, all of that's going to play effect, man. All right, like Mad Max. It's going to be Mad Max out here, really.
Yes. Hey, it's going to be a mix between Mad Max and the Book of Eli.
Yeah.
Those what they call post-apocalyptic movies.
Yeah.
Where everything is all destroyed and desolate, turned into a wilderness and a desert. Hey, those times are getting ready to come upon America. Okay.
Hey, and it's even going to be as dark. It's also another spiritual way you can put that, because it's going to be void of light as well, because there ain't going to be no knowledge, wisdom, understanding in that day, man. All right, people are going to be, looking to try to find it, but it's going to be too late for it.
As a matter of fact, I got a precept to back up the point you just made. But real quick, if I can make a quick point, and also another thing that's going to make the sun and the moon and the stars darken to where they won't be able to give off their light is Yahushua coming on that gigantic chariot.
Yeah, that.
Which the prophet Ezra in the book of 2nd Ezra 13, he described the chariot that Yahushua is going to come back on as big as a mountain. To where he couldn't he couldn't see the ends of the chariot. He couldn't see how far stretched out it was. Like it was just like an endless, a borderless, flying object. Okay, so big to where the sun, the beams of the sun won't even shine upon this place. It's going to be complete utter darkness. But real quick, this will back up the points you just made a few moments ago, talking about how in that day people are going to be seeking for wisdom and the truth, but they shall not find it. Right? This is 2nd Ezra chapter 5. I'm gonna start at verse 8 and read on down a little bit. All right, 2nd Ezra 5 verse 8. There shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be oft sent out again. It's going to be confusion. Lack of truth everywhere, like the brother was going into, and fire shall be oft sent out. People are going to be protesting and rioting all over the place. Setting things on fire, setting police cars on fire. Okay, because of what? People are going to be in uproars over a lack of food, a lack of resources, a lack of gas. People are going to be losing their damn minds. It says, and the wild beast shall change their places. Okay, the Lord's going to be sending wild beasts. Okay, the teeth of wild beasts, as it tells you in Wisdom of Solomon, to bring judgment upon people when all hell breaks loose. And it says, and minstrous women shall bring forth monsters. And a lot of these jakes you see in the hood or whatever are a bunch of damn monsters. Walking around with long ass dreads, pink dreads, red dreads, blonde dreads, whatever the case may be. tattoos all over their bodies, sagging their pants, okay, black ass lips from smoking all damn day. A lot of these niggas are nothing but a bunch of monsters, and they need to be put down, like brute beasts. But this is verse 9, and salt water shall be found in the sweet, and all friends shall destroy one another. Okay, the love of many is going to wax cold.
I shall said, mother versus daughter, and son versus his father.
Yep.
Division amongst the household, pretty much.
Yep. God. It says, now here's the main points. The middle part of verse 9. Then shall wit hide itself, and understanding withdraw itself into his chamber. Okay, that word wit, all right, W-I-T, basically going into what? Your sanity. Okay, your knowledge, wisdom. Okay, preferably the knowledge and wisdom of Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay, the wit of the Lord, this truth is going to hide itself. And what is that going to? The famine of the word, basically. Because once, Esau Edom comes down with that great wrath, we're not going to be on the highways and the byways for much longer. Okay, Esau is going to put a stop, complete, well, I'm not going to say a complete stop because this truth never stops, but, this truth is going to be taken off the internet. Okay, ultimately the men of the Lord are going to, hide themselves under the shadow of the Almighty, Yahweh Shema Shai. It says, and understanding withdraw itself into a secret chamber. All right. So when the famine of the word hits, this is what people are going to be saying. All right, when that time comes. Verse 10, and shall be sought of many, and yet not be found.
Mm-hmm.
You want to speak on it?
That's right. Be sought by many, but shall not be found, man. Mm-hmm. All right, because when you had the scriptures say, when you had liberty to do so, you chose not to, man.
Yep.
So now that the calamity has come, now you want to try to seek the Lord early, man. Yeah. Now you want to try to seek Him, period.
Yeah.
But that's just not how it works, man. You can't pick up the Lord like a toy and try to use Him whenever you want to, man. That's why we're doing what we're doing now, to show our due diligence, man. That we really, trying to work towards His favor, man. So we'll have favor in that day,
God. It's got a little bit more, 2 more verses actually. Verse 10, 2 Corinthians 5, verse 10 again, and shall be sought of many, and yet not be found. Then shall unrighteousness and incontinency be multiplied upon earth. All hell breaking loose, basically. Yeah. It says, verse 11, one land shall ask another and say, is righteousness that maketh a man righteous gone through thee? So basically they're going to be saying, hey, those guys that used to be teaching down there in downtown, right next to the post office, or right next to the right next to the art museum or whatever. Y'all seen them pass through here recently? We need to speak to those guys. We need to ask them, what was the name of that God they used to call on? Yahuwah, Yahweh, whatever.
Yeah.
So they're going to be asking for the righteous man, right? They're going to be asking for the truth, right? But it says, verse 11, one man shall ask another and say, is righteousness that maketh a man righteous gone through thee? And it shall say, no. It's basically going to be saying, no. We ain't seen them guys around here recently. Right. We ain't seen them, ever since all this stuff been happening around town. Okay, right. They basically been MIA. Mm-hmm. You damn right we're going to be MIA. Okay, we're going to be hiding from all you people because hey, by that time, we pretty much gonna our job is gonna be pretty much complete. Mm-hmm. So all you 2/3 Israelites out there, okay, that's not taking heed to this word. When that time comes, you pretty much gonna be asked out.
Yeah, man. We won't even be able to be out here. Not to mention what he said, what the brother said, Amanya, mm-hmm. but as well as like we're gonna be pretty much fugitives in that day because
pilgrims.
We pilgrims upon the earth, man. Our face is gonna be plaqued out there in some type of misinformation. You know what I mean? To bring these guys in or get a reward. $50,000 reward, so forth and so on, man. So we're gonna have to hide ourselves, man.
Mm-hmm. God. One more verse, verse 12. At the same time shall men hope. at the same time shall men hope, but nothing obtain.
Yeah.
They shall labor, but their ways shall not prosper. Okay, so 2/3 of our people are going to be hoping to find us when that day come. Hey, but they're not going to obtain nothing. They're not going to find us.
Yeah.
We're going to be hiding under Yahweh Shema Shai and wherever the Lord has us when that time come. Okay, and any little thing that our people are going to be doing to sustain themselves when that time come, whether it be stocking up on food, stocking up on water, stocking up on guns and ammunition, and all these different carnal things. It says they shall labor, but they shall not prosper. So none of those things are going to sustain our people ultimately when those time come, because the Lord is going to find them and bring judgment upon them.
That's right.
That was pretty much it on that.
All right, we can go back in that Isaiah 13.
Who was that? Verse 10.
Con.
All right, Isaiah 13, verse 10 again. For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. Verse 11. And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible.
Con, man, the arrogancy of the proud to cease, man, and that's Esau, Edom, man. All right, and the 2/3 of our own nation.
Yes.
All right, they see us outside, man, and they look at our conditions, man, and they're like, man, we better than them niggas, man. They prideful in the things that they have, but the Lord is gonna bring them very low. All right, this is Isaiah. Let's see, Isaiah 2:11, and it says, "The lofty looks of man shall be humbled, and the haughtiness of men shall be bowed down, and the Lord alone shall be exalted in that day." So all the ones that have a proud look towards us, towards the men of the Lord, of what we say and what we're doing, because the scriptures say, "He that despised you despised me, and he that despised me despised him that sent me," man. So ultimately, you're despising the Heavenly Father, man. So what? You're gonna be part of that. You're gonna be put in that category of those who the Lord put very low, man. All right, Tom, you guys up?
God, just another precept real quick to back up that Isaiah 13 and 11. Matter of fact, I'm gonna read the verse again and then read my precept. Isaiah 13 and 11. And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity.
Right.
All right, now real quick, how is the Lord going to punish this whole entire world on a global scale? This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 5. It says, "Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world." All right, just as it said, he will punish the world, right? It says, "I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled." So the Lord says, he's pretty much had enough with all the wickedness and the hurtful works of this world. It's fulfilled, meaning it's getting ready to come to an end. And so how is the Lord going to end the wickedness of this world? Via sword, famine, death, and destruction. That's how he's going to punish this world on a global scale. And via the Lord bringing all these judgments upon the earth. Okay, that's how the arrogancy of the proud is going to cease. All these proud ass people in the world, okay, boasting in their their little businesses, boasting in the fact that they're still able to survive in this recession. Okay, their houses, the cars, getting married and all these things, going on vacations, living their best lives and all this other BS. Okay, the Lord is going to bring down the pride of His people down to a very low level. Okay, and it's going to be done through these four plagues that the Lord is getting ready to bring: the sword, famine, death, and destruction. Which those things are already happening now, but it's going to escalate even more within the next few months to come up ahead. Okay. All right. So Isaiah 13 and 11 again. "And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible." Verse 12, and I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir.
That's right, man. So the Lord gonna make a man more precious than more precious than fine gold, man. All right. And how is he gonna be precious more than fine gold? Is because the Lord is gonna protect him in that day, man. All right. He's gonna be sealed from that destruction. So it's not gonna be just any old Jake that been selling drugs in the hood, or further destroying his community with his rap music and all this other stuff. It's gonna be a man of the Lord, man. All right. This is Isaiah 32:2. It says, "A man shall be a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land," man. All right. So that's gonna be the elect, man. All right. They're gonna be, that breath of fresh air, man. All right, because the Lord is gonna be blessing them and sustaining them through Jacob's trouble up until deliverance. If they, if it's their lot to be delivered, So, hey, that's right.
Hey, and what I like about right here, what we just read, basically like from verse 11 on down, like it gives like a broad play-by-play of how the Lord is going to bring down society, one by one. You notice in verse 11 of Isaiah 13, it talks about how the Lord is going to punish the world, and which we just broke down how the Lord is going to punish the world. That's sword, right. Famine, death, and destruction, right? So when the Lord brings those judgments, okay, what's going to be the effect of it? The arrogancy of the proud is going to cease, and the haughtiness of the terrible is going to be brought low. So once the Lord brings those plagues, okay, the Lord is going to humble these people down to a great extent, and part of that is also going to be the humbling of these women of this society, as the brother is reading in Isaiah 32. It speaks about, when you read down in that chapter, it talks about the careless women of this world. Okay, the vintage is getting ready to fail. Okay, and when these times come, the only way for a lot of these women, in particular the women of our nation, not these heathen women, in particular the women of our nation, okay, especially these Eves, in order for you to survive these times and ultimately, get delivered, okay, you need to come under the shadow of a man of the Lord. Yeah. In which a man of the Lord, as it just read in verse 12, the Lord is going to make him, more precious than fine gold. Okay, the man of the Lord is going to be the true high value man of this earth when that time comes. Yeah. So hey,
beautifully said. That's right, man. That's right. Because our women are corrupt, man. They go for the bad guy, the drug dealer, and all the other stuff like that. When you ask them why they do it, they say, "I don't know." But ain't gonna be none of that in that day. In that day, they're gonna be seeking the man of the Lord, man, because they know that they ain't never helped them before. Oh, man. You know what I mean? They ain't never helped them before.
Yeah, Eve don't care about you unless you making six figures. Yep. You 6 feet tall, and you got a six pack abs. The 666. 6. God. Hey, when Isaiah 13 and 11 and 12 come to play, that's when Isaiah 4 and 1 is going to come to play. Yep. That's when
7 women.
Right.
That's right.
Because we definitely don't have that power right now, while things are still somewhat normal. Yeah. But hey, when the Lord start bringing that judgment, hey, that's when when our glory is going to start to manifest. Yeah. Okay, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemashah, and that's when these women are going to start manifesting themselves to us. Yeah,
they're just gonna the ones that of them that are supposed to come, man. They're just gonna naturally come, man. Yeah. It's not gonna be of us. Oh yeah, I want that. I want that person. No, man. It's gonna be the Lord gonna put the spirit on you to know who's gonna be right for you in that day to follow you, man. It's just not gonna be some old what you call so-called bad bitch in the world, man. All right, what they call in the world, man. It's gonna be a woman, a humble woman. All right. Yes. Come on. All right. You got it up.
All right. Verse 13, Isaiah 13, verse 13. Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place, and the wrath of the Lord of hosts in the day of his fierce anger. Just continue.
Yeah.
All right. Verse 14. And it shall be as the chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up.
Well, Shalak, yeah, let me break that down. Let me break down verse 13. It says, therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger. Pretty much talking about those missiles touching down, man. You know, missiles hitting different parts of the earth, making the earth to shake to and fro like a trumpet, man. All right, you got it.
Verse 14. And it shall be as the chased roe, you know, which a roe is basically like a deer.
A dove, yeah, deer.
Yeah.
You know, different type of. That's right, out. You got it.
God. Verse 14. And it shall be as the chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee every one into his own land.
That's right. So as the brother said, it's gonna be as a chase roe, man. All right, and as the brother said, it's like a deer or any type of wild animal that's out there in the wild. When a cheetah or a lion, is chasing it, it's running with all hell.
Oh, yes.
You know what I mean? So that's how it's gonna be in the day of the Lord, man. You know, the Lord's gonna have another, traumatic event happen that's gonna be worse, than the Trade Center, man. All right, that happened at the Trade Center. And when you watch those videos, you see people running, man, running down, the street while a cloud of dust and all kind of things is coming down there. They're running for their life. And that's what the liking that the Lord is likening this to, man. People running, man, for their life. All right. And it also says, and as a sheep that no man taketh up, it says then shall every man turn to his own people. People are gonna be, uniting with their own nation, man. All right, uniting with their own people. All right, because that's where people most feel safe at, man, with their own people. So it's natural. It's gonna be natural for people to go, with their own people. And it says into their own lands, man. People are going back home too, because they're figuring out and they're realizing that America is not, so much of a great piece of pie as they thought it out to be, man. All right, and you have a lot of people also that are gonna, start up these different type of, groups, like organizations, like to fight up, marching the streets, doing different things like that. People coming together as far as, as it says, everyone is gonna go to his own people and his own land. They're gonna be making their own like little militias and different things like that sort. You have it up.
Hey, real quick, this is the same verse, Isaiah 13 and verse 14 in the NLT. It says, "Everyone in Babylon will run like a hunted gazelle."
Yep, there you go.
Which a gazelle is similar to a deer. But like they're kind of in that same species of families, basically. Yep. Okay, it says everyone in Babylon will run about like a hunted gazelle, like sheep without a shepherd. And when sheep have no shepherd, when you have a pack of sheep but there's no shepherd, eventually what do those sheep do? They scatter around.
Right.
They're lost.
Yep.
It says they will try to find their own people and flee to their own land.
Yep.
You're gonna have people from different nations, different races, so to speak. Grouping up with their own people. Forming their own little groups, their own little militias and things like that. Because hey, part of when these times come, okay, when all hell breaks loose, there's gonna be race wars. Edomites gonna be linking up with the other Edomites. Jake is gonna be linking up with Jake. The northern tribes are gonna be linking up with each other. Okay, Moab, Ammon, Elam, Ishmael, and the rest of these nations. Ain't gonna be no more integration when that day comes. It's gonna be total, flat out segregation.
Yeah. And Esau tried to put those movies out there where it's gonna be a mixed nations coming together doing all of this. They're not gonna be doing that, man.
Nope.
They are not gonna be doing that, bro. They are gonna be for their own people, because that is a fallacy, man. All right, really, to be honest, the whole coming together, that's a fallacy, bro. Because America, they treat the other nations like shit, man.
Yeah.
Just like they did in Rome. You know, the iron mixed with clay, that's the mixing of nations, man. All right, they didn't get along with those people, man, back then. It's the same thing today, man. All right, Esau looks down on the other nations, man. Look how they treat him. You know. So yeah, man, it's gonna be great division, man. It's division now.
Oh,
it's gonna be greater then, though.
Yes.
You know.
God. So Isaiah 13, verse 14, and it shall be as the chase road, and as a sheep that no man taketh up, they shall every man turn to his own people, and flee every one into his own land.
Right.
Verse 15, every one that is found shall be thrust through, and every one that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword.
That's right, man. So as the scriptures say, though hand joined in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished.
Mm-hmm.
So you can try to partner up with these people if you want to, man. All right. I'm talking about Jake. Jake can partner up with them and try to come to terms, but they not gonna go unpunished, man. All right. They're gonna get judged. All right. And our people are gonna get judged as well. You know. Yep.
All right. Verse 16. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes.
Right.
Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished.
That's right, man. Their wives shall be ravished, man. Mm-hmm. All right. Matter of fact, let me get this in 2nd Ezra 16.
Hey, and for those of you that's watching, hey, if you don't know what this word ravish means, all I'm going to say is either look it up in the blue letter or look up the word on Google, or just read this verse in a different translation. It is going to clearly tell you, all right, what this word ravish is going into. Okay, and I'm not going to speak any further than that because hey, the brothers and the apostles have broke down the scripture, many times over the years, and for obvious reasons, I'm not going to break it down on this video right here.
Con. All right, this is 2nd Ezra 16 and 31. Let's see here. 2nd Ezra 16 and 31. It says, 33. It says, the virgin shall mourn having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn having no helpers. In the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. All right, so their bridegrooms shall be destroyed, and women are gonna be mourning in that day because of all kind of calamities that are gonna be happening to them, man. All right, they're gonna be, as the brother said, they're gonna be getting ravished. All right, they're gonna be treaded down like a mare in the streets. All right, all these different things are gonna happen to women, man. All right, and they're gonna be mourning about it. The scriptures even say that men are gonna mourn too. So what more the women?
Oh man,
God. Hey man, it's gonna be a very terrifying day, man. The scriptures say even the mighty men, man.
Oh yeah.
The mighty men, the people that people look up as in a higher regard in this world. Whether it be boxers or basketball players, football players, all those tough people, man. They're gonna be, those men of those of our people are gonna be as a woman who travaileth, man. Because they're going to be going through it as well. Everybody will, But the Lord's going to put it on the elect to, to bear it, man.
God. I got a quick precept real quick. This is Jeremiah, back in Jeremiah, again, Jeremiah 51. I'm going to start at verse 29. It says, and the land shall tremble in sorrow, for every purpose of the Lord shall be performed against Babylon, to make the land of Babylon a desolation without an inhabitant. It says, verse 30, the mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. All right, the mighty men of Babylon, all these tough guys, these soldiers, like the brother was going into, these National Guard troops and all these things. Okay, it says, the mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. They have remained in their holds. They're going to be running into their houses, locking their doors, not want to go out and fight and defend their families and their communities and things like that. It says their might have failed. They became as women. They have burned her dwelling places. Her bars are broken. So hey, all these tough guys here in Babylon, these a lot of these soldiers, a lot of these so-called hardcore thug niggas in the hood. Okay,
the worst ones.
Yeah. Oh man, God. Hey, a lot of you guys, when all hell breaks loose in society, hey, as I just said, a lot of you gonna be as women. You're basically gonna turn into a bunch of bitches.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, a lot of you guys are gonna be exposed for how weak-minded and soft you are. Okay. In a real men of the Lord are the ones that are going to show true manliness and masculinity when those times come, because hey, we're going to be operating through the Spirit.
That's
okay,
right.
we're going to know through faith that hey, when those time come, the Lord is going to be with us. Okay, He's going to give us everything that we need. All right, and make provision for us to endure to the end. Okay,
Yeah.
but for you wicked niggas in the world, okay, not so much.
Yeah. Because the Lord has not given us the spirit of fear.
Yeah.
Now, granted, we're gonna be frightened a little bit, because we used to say we're gonna be frightened, man. We're gonna be scared, but we're in the spirit though, man.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna be operating off the spirit. All right, of fear. You're gonna be operating off the flesh of fear, man, which is gonna lead to your destruction. You're gonna be trying to go and be a part of these riot, going into these different stores trying to steal different things, and you might get shot, mauled, whatever, man, by a group of people, But us, we're gonna move off the spirit, and the Lord's gonna guide us to these different, what you would want to say, safe points, man, or checkpoints,
Yeah.
safe points, really, and then when we feel as it's time for us to leave through the spirit, we're gonna leave, man. We're gonna get the hell up out of there.
Yeah.
That's just the way the spirit moves, man. All right. That's just how the spirit moves whenever we go to, when we on our way to camp, or we driving in a particular way, driving to a particular destination. The spirit will tell us, hey man, take this turn here. You don't know why you may be taking that turn,
Yeah.
but you just know through the spirit, hey, I'm just gonna take it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Next thing you know, when you take that turn or that detour, the other shortcut home, you hear of a wreck, man, and that all be the Lord. So that's what it is. That's how it's gonna be in the day of the Lord, man. All right, the Lord's gonna guide our footsteps that we may be safe, man. All right.
All right. Verse 17, Isaiah 13, verse 17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it.
That's right, man. So the Lord, He's stirring up the Medes, man. They're not gonna regard, silver nor gold, man. The scriptures say, riches profit not in the day of the Lord, man. So you're not gonna be able, when these foreign troops invade this place, all right. When they invade this place, you won't be able to give them money to have mercy on your family, man.
Yeah.
All right, because America as a whole has not showed them mercy, man. It's going to be for the very reason why they invading this place, man. Because all those nations, man, that America has did dirty, all right, they still have that in the back of their mind.
Yeah.
All right, or should I say in the front of their mind, man, to get vengeance, man. For the bad that they've done to their people, man. All right.
Done.
Yep.
And real quick, in verse 17, what the Lord said, he will stir up the Medes.
Yep.
Basically when you go into an ancient map of the Middle East, okay, the land of the Medes was located in, what we know today as, southern Russia, like the southern region of, Russia. Okay, and those Medes, going into the Russians. Okay, and the Lord had, is most certainly stirring up and rousing up the Russians in these latter days, via Vladimir Putin, putting them back into that Soviet Union mind state. Okay, bumping up their military, basically bumping up the men of their military. They're getting back into that masculine state, fighting with all these different, fighting styles, fighting against bears and stuff like that. Training in the winter. In a dead cold. Okay, the brick cold, as the apostles like to say. Okay, and basically when you look up the word Russia, okay, which and as brothers have brought out before, the word Russia, when you look it up, it basically means to rouse up. Okay, so the Lord is rousing up the Russians, okay, stirring up the Medes, like it goes into in this the 17th verse right here. All right. So Isaiah 13 and 17 again, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Verse 18, their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb.
That's right.
Their eyes shall not spare children.
That's right, man. Their eyes shall not spare children, man. All right, man. That they're not gonna show any mercy on anybody's children, man. All right. Matter of fact, they're not gonna show any mercy on the young nor the old, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, as the scriptures say. All right. You want to say something up?
No, you got it
All
up.
right. You got it.
All right. Verse 19. Isaiah 13, verse 19. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency. Okay, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, because when you go into the ancient Chaldees of ancient Samaria, the Chaldees were basically like the high level witches and warlocks of ancient Babylon back in the ancient world. Yeah. And so here in America, Babylon the Great, this place is the excellency of the Chaldeans, the excellency of all of that ancient witchcraft and ancient sorcery that was practiced in ancient Babylon. Okay, really going back to the Tower of Babel during the time of Nimrod. All of that witchcraft and wickedness and sorcery, okay, as well as the tyranny by Nimrod. Okay, all of those things are being fulfilled here in this modern day Babylon, America, Babylon the Great.
Con.
Okay,
that's true, man. Because even now, everybody's into this so-called spirituality, man.
Oh, man.
All right, they into card reading, they into they using the crystals and different things like that, putting them before the moon.
Yeah, zodiacs.
Zodiacs, all that stuff, man. It's all being rebirthed back into this place, man. All those wicked witchcraft and all that different things, worshiping the moons and the stars and all that stuff, man. All right, this place is a big old gumbo pot, man. Southern gumbo pot of wickedness, man. All right, and that's what's going on here, man.
Yeah,
that's right.
Hey, as it says in Revelation 17, speaking about that whore that sitteth upon the beast, it referred to her as the mother of all harlots. So this place, America, okay, was rooted in ancient Babylon. Okay, the mother of all of this idolatry and witchcraft that we see going on in the world today. Okay, and all of those things are being perfected, here in America. The excellency of the Chaldees. Okay, Isaiah 13 in verse 19 again. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
That's right. So it shall be as when the Lord overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah, man, and how he overthrew it by, raining fire and brimstone on that place, man. But now it's more, the Lord's going to use a more advanced way of destroying this place, man. It's showing his true power, man. And it's going to be by way of those missiles, man. The strength of the Lord is going to be in those missiles, man, because it says that it's going to be poured without mixture, man. All right? So that's it's going to be poured without mixture in the full indignation of the Lord, man, which is his righteous anger. All right? It's going to be fully put on this place, man. All right? You got to think, what kind of power can make the earth go, to and fro like a drunkard, man? When you look at somebody who's drunk, they're going like this. They like, off their equilibrium, man, So that's how the Lord's going to have America, man. Just completely, destroyed, man. All right?
Man. All right. Verse 20. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation.
That's right.
Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there.
That's right. So neither shall it, shall be dwelt on from generation to generation, because, Esau, they really, Esau and these other nations really believe that after this war, another superpower is gonna come up. One of them that's gonna rule, man.
Yeah.
Russia think they're gonna rise up and take the place of America. China think they're gonna rise up and take the place of America, and pretty much have Israel back in slavery again, man. All right, but that's not gonna happen, man. All right, it says that this place is gonna be utterly destroyed, man. There ain't gonna be no more wars after this either, man. This is the last one. This is the last hurrah. The scripture says, "Behold, the third war cometh quickly." It didn't say nothing about a fourth war, man. It said only 3. You got it.
And even in a book of Isaiah, the 2nd chapter, it speaks about in the last days the Lord shall set up his mountain above the other mountains, which is him, the Lord setting up the elect.
Yep.
Ultimately above these other government structures of these heathen nations. It talks about how the Lord the law shall flow from Jerusalem.
Yep.
And these nations are going to be forced to follow the laws,
yeah.
and so on and so forth. As you read on down, it also tells you that the nations shall not learn the ways of war anymore,
because they're going to be at peace, man.
Yeah.
Pertaining to Isaiah 4 and 6, the Prince of Peace. All right, the Lord is the let me get it out, because let me get it right here.
You're talking about Isaiah
9 and 4, shall I?
Yeah.
9 and 4, 9 and 6.
I think it's 9 and 6.
9 and 4. Let's see.
Yeah, 9 and 6.
Con.
You want to read it real
Yeah,
quick?
sure.
All right. This is Isaiah. Matter of fact, I'm going to start at verse 5.
Con.
All right, this is Isaiah chapter 9, verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. Men back in ancient wars, using swords and shields and bucklers, making all these grunting noise and all these different other noises while they were fighting, okay, and blocking shots and defending themselves. Okay, all those battles were fought with confused noise, right? But it says, but this what? This next war, all right? But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. Okay, so this third war's war is going to be fought with burning fuel of fire, which is talking about what? Nuclear fire from the missiles, as well as fire from the chariots of Yahushua and the angels. Okay, and after that third war's war was going to transpire after that. Verse 6: For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, the Mighty Power, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace.
That's right. So that's what the Lord is coming to bring, is peace upon the earth, man. First and foremost for the elect and the Israel, but through that, the rest of the world is going to also be at peace as well, because the scriptures say that when the righteous rule, when the wicked rule, the people mourn, but when the righteous rule, the people rejoice, man. So the people are going to rejoice, the earth going to rejoice. These the different creatures waiting for the manifestation of the elect to rule over the earth, man, because they're suffering just as well as we are, man.
Yeah.
God.
And then you notice from between verses 5 and 6, verse 5 goes into how this next war is going to be fought with the burning and fuel of fire, right? Nuclear fire. But then in the very next verse after that, it goes into Yahushua and his government being established.
Yeah.
And doing what? Setting up peace upon the earth, as well as righteousness.
Yeah.
Okay. And of course, you got to read the 7th verse. All right, because what ultimately is that government going to be under Yahushua? Verse 7: of the increase of his government and peace. All right, of the increase of his government and peace. Okay, so as Yahushua's government is going to be increased, so will peace on earth be increased.
That's right.
It says, of the increase of his government and peace, there shall be no end. upon the throne of David. That's that government right there, the throne of David, the 144,000. It says, upon the throne of David and upon his kingdom, to order it and to establish it with judgment and with justice from henceforth, even forever. The zeal of the Lord of hosts will perform this.
That's right. That's right. So Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to perform peace upon the earth, man. All right. So the earth is going to go back to its natural state. It's going to go back into abundance again. You know, there's going to be a land Sabbath, so the earth can actually rest now. You know, and not be constantly, you know, this devil constantly always trying to, you know, produce, man, and not give the earth any rest, man. The Lord gave us rest, man. How does the earth not need rest, man? The earth is a spirit. You know, the trees are a spirit, the grass is a spirit. All these things are a spirit because they have life, man. All right? So they need rest just as well as we do, man. And that's what's going to happen to the earth. You know, the grapes and the oranges and all these things, they're going to go back to having their full flavor. The richness of the herbs, we're going to actually benefit from them because they're going to be at their highest estate, man. You know, they're going to be, you know, the best value, man. You know, that even goes for like the gems. Some brothers wear, you know, they have beautiful ophir, different black ophir, different you know, stones and stuff, and they look beautiful. And this is the lowest of the low. So imagine when we in the kingdom, when everything is so elevated, how beautiful the kingdom is gonna look, and the stones and different things of that sort. It's gonna be so beautiful, man. That's right.
Them stones gonna be glowing. When we get into the kingdom. Man, they're gonna be smiling. You know, not literally, of course, but man, like man, everything's everything's gonna glow. Once we get into the kingdom and put this earth back into its rightful state again.
That's right.
All right. So Isaiah 13 and verse 21, but the wild beast of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures. And
that's the spirit, Doc.
God. Yep, the birds.
Hey, that's the spirit, Doc.
God.
The Lord's on time all the time.
God.
That's right.
God. I'm going to read it again.
God.
Isaiah 13, verse 21. But the wild beast of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures. And owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there. Which I believe satyrs, I'm going to look it up. I believe that goes into like unclean, like a particular unclean bird.
Yeah, that's right.
Let me look it up just in case.
I believe it's going into like the vultures and those different type of beasts, or birds, should I say, fowls that you know, clean the earth and preserve the earth from, you know, keeping everything good.
Let's see. This the word satire in the Hebrew is Strong's H8163. It says shayar, and it says hairy he-goats, buck as sacrificial animal. Satyr may refer to a demon-possessed goat like the swine of Gadara. Let's see. Let me read that in the NLT. Okay. All right, Isaiah 13 and 21 in the NLT, it says, desert animals will move into the ruined city, and the houses will be haunted by howling creatures. Okay, owls will live among the ruins, and he-goats will go there to dance. Okay, so you got it out.
So pretty much any fowl of prey is gonna be out here, man. That's gonna be, you know, dwelling on this land, man. This is gonna be their new, you know, habitation, their new home. You know, once America is destroyed, man, because there's not going to be anything here. You know, it's going to just be wasted away, man. You know, the scriptures say that you won't be able to tell one place from another. When you're going from one place to another, that's how desolate it's going to be. You know.
All right. And then the last verse, verse 22. And the wild beast of the islands shall cry in their desolate places, and the dragons in their pleasant places. And her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged.
That's right, man. So everything is for a appointed time, and that's eventually going to happen, man, where America's destroyed, where these different things is going to come into this place and, you know, dwell here. us being back home, and the earth being replenished. All of these things will have a set time, man. Ain't nothing's gonna be prolonged, man. You know, it's gonna happen, when it's supposed to happen.
Yep.
Yeah.
God.
God.
Hey, because ultimately, the destruction upon Babylon the Great America, is ultimately, of course, not only is it going to be the righteous judgment of the Lord, of course, but it's also going to be, the Lord avenging his elect, avenging his people, but it's going to start with the avenging, bringing, vengeance for his elect of his people. Okay, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 18. All right, where it speaks about Babylon the Great. Revelation 18 and Revelation 18 and verse 20. It says, "Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for the Most High hath avenged you on her." Hey, so the Lord is going to, bring vengeance upon Babylon, okay, for our sakes. Lord willing, we be of that number of, the prophets, the elect, the apostles, and so on and so forth. Hey, because, this land has shed, gallons upon gallons upon, tons of the blood of our people, the blood of the saints. Okay, so because of that, the Lord is going to shed the blood of this land. Okay, starting with the rulers of this land, you Edomites. Okay, verse 21, Revelation 18, verse 21, "And a mighty angel," okay, again showing you that the angels are those mighty ones in Isaiah 13. It says, "And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea." All right, the sea representing what? The overall masses of the people in this country, which, Revelation the 17th chapter goes into that. It says, saying, "Thus with violence shall the great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all."
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. That's right. That's right. So this place is not gonna be found no more at all, man. Pretty much, it ain't gonna be dwelt here no more, man. This is just gonna be basically a memorial of wickedness, man.
Yep.
We're gonna have the rest of the world to be on, plus, what's out there in the universe, man. Other planets, things of that sort. That's the reason why those other planets are out there, man, because Israel is gonna live forever, man, eternity.
Yep.
You gotta have somewhere for those people to dwell at, man. So that's why we have so much out there, man. It's ridiculous. The scriptures say, "In my Father's house is many mansions," man.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just waiting to see what those are.
Yep.
Khan, is that it?
Yep, that's it.
Khan. Well, Lord willing, that was edifying. All right, we're gonna face the east, and we're gonna give all honor and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakwadash.
All right, double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who we learned this truth from. Salutations and blessings to you, Akim, that's pushing this truth and sincerity. Until next time, we say shalom.
Shalom.
All right, abab abal.
Abab abal.
All right, Kwame
Kwame Sha'ala. Kwame Sha'ala. Shalom, Akim.
Shalom, shalom.